Last night's school board meeting was dominated by budget discussion and at times debate. Trustees have to balance the $140 million budget by the end of June, and that's easier said than done. A $5 million deficit has meant cuts, surplus spending, and other tough decisions. Many worry students will pay the price now that the district has to do more with less.
We just are having increase after increase, and the dollar just doesn't stretch as far as it used to.
School trustee Tim Bennett knows that very well after putting together the 2014-2015 budget, especially after dealing with a $5 million deficit.
Additional costs just kept getting downloaded, and what we thought could have been potentially a balanced budget turned into a $5 million deficit.
Those additional costs, such as CUPE raises and hydro hikes, are stretching an already thin budget. On top of that, provincial funding is down alongside enrollment numbers. District 57 is expected to decline by more than 150 students next year.
In a funding model where you get your money based on the students you have come in the door, projecting declining enrollment again is causing for a decrease in funding.
School trustees made up that deficit by finding extra revenue, making cuts, and using $3.2 million of surplus funds.
It's not a sustainable funding model when you're using $3.2 million of surplus.
You're not going to be able to keep funding that from surplus, and I think the big question is whether or not we're going to be seeing a situation like the 2010, like the closures in 2010, coming up again in the near future.
Schools have been asked to cut 0.5% from their budgets, saving almost $600,000 next year. But some say it could be students paying the ultimate price.
The position of the provincial government seems to be that you can keep on having decreases in net funding to the districts without hurting educational quality. And I don't think that that's really accurate, that you can keep on doing that without hurting the quality of the education, without hurting the supports for our vulnerable students.
The Board of Education gave the budget first and second readings, with a third and final one scheduled for May 27th. A balanced budget must be submitted to government by the end of June. Kelly Lanahan, CKPG News.